일관성
It was like that. That is exactly the idea behind martial arts. And it just, as far as the definition is concerned, it's just doing the same thing over and over. You could be doing something negative, you could be doing something positive, but doing something over and over again is consistency. Understand something going back to making mistakes is doing something over and over and making mistakes. But if you don't ever rep and practice doing those things over and over again, obviously you're never going to experience the success that it takes. It really just comes down to the basics of doing something over and over again. And I think as it relates to martial arts, it's a roadmap to figuring out how to achieve just about anything. The emotions, right? The psychology behind it, the physicality behind it, overcoming those three things and trying to figure out how to get to the next step. But it's that consistent repetition that's going to get you there. And so whenever you're feeling like you can't accomplish something, it's always going back to the basics, back to the beginning, back to the reps of doing the thing that got you there. And I think, well, unless you experience that in any subject, I don't care what it is, any sport, doing the basic reps over and over again, even if you're in an advanced or a master or whatever it is, you need to go back to the basics, and it'll teach you then. Martial arts and the repetition and the movements over and over again will help you remember that, especially when you get to the whatever next level you're at. If you don't have all the answers, you have to seek the answers. I don't know how you're going to get the answers without actually failing. Failing first, I think that's how you truly get the answer for yourself. You can't copycat, you can't fake it. The whole fake it till you make it thing. I think it's overrated, right? Be as vulnerable as possible too, without obviously giving away, your problems. Just being there and being a part of whatever it is you're trying to experience, especially if it's in a positive way, right? You got to try to you got to show up. You got to put yourself out there. I mean, imagine if you think back and you did martial arts. Those times you really didn't want to be there, and you were just like, whether it's class or belt testing or whatever it is, and you put yourself in that position, and when you were done, there was nothing better. Nothing made you feel better than just being there. And you probably made a lot of mistakes, and you probably didn't show up the way you wanted to, and you probably went home thinking, I could have done that better. But there's no better feeling than just being there and doing the thing that whether you didn't want to do or you just didn't feel like doing. I mean, that's pretty much it. You're right. You gotta go. The whole fake it till you make it thing. I think it's overrated, right?
사고방식 잃어버린 파일